Acolytes. Bluesky CEO meltdown. How leadership continues to fail its most marginalized users. Now, I don't know exactly what the fuck this is. Nico Mara McKay. They, them, yeah. Let's see what this is about, because right now the freaks are actually going at the throat of the freak site that they, well, basically also created with them. And it's still failing. But I think, oh, and by the way, Shadow Master, thank you for sending me this post. I still don't know if I should mention people. I shouldn't, but irrelevant. So, the thing is, after I read this, I actually didn't even plan on making this video per se, or at least not now, let's just say it like that. But I think I'm gonna throw in a nice little thing before this, because what I see as good leadership is a mix of, and hear me out, of actually seeing your the people you are responsible for as actual people, not overdoing it with niceness, but also not being too much of an asshole. You have to find the middle and see that they are the people who actually produce the money for you. Be kind, be stubborn, be a boss, a chef. And the second skill is that you need, that I personally sadly fail at right now, especially with the YouTube thing, is networking. Yeah, I actually realized the freaking importance of it not too long ago, because right now how I dealt with it was I always had someone who is actually good in networking. But the problem is, if somebody's good at networking, normally they are fucking bad at their job. So, yeah, that's a gigantic problem. But, Acolytes, we're about Bluesky here. And the freaking happy days where it fails. So let's see this. TLDR. Bluesky began with genius promise. A new social media platform where users could feel safer, but inconsistent moderation quickly eroded trust. And yes, Bluesky is just a freaking freak-infested site. And it was actually quite predictable from the start, especially after PDF files, people who actually want to off you, and, well, just the fucking freaks we have to deal since about 2 decades right now are there. And also, freaks actually are the CEOs of the site. So, it wasn't a question if it fails, it was a question when it fails. And the slow degradation is just beautiful. When systematical marginalization usually pushed back, Bluesky's leadership minimized concerns and began to target them for bans. Concerts. Yeah, fair enough. In October 2025, the tension culminated in a public meltdown by Bluesky CEO, who tried and failed to post through it. Today, black and trans users continues to see their posts suppressed or removed, or their accounts banned for challenging Bluesky's increasingly responsible leadership. I'm gonna be honest. The guy that is at Bluesky right now, that actually does those decisions where he just bans people for being way too toxic. And this might sound crazy, but I think that he's the only one that could save this site. Because he slowly but surely filters the freaks out. And I'm not saying specifically the black and trans people, because he filters everyone out. It's not just the one group. So I think that maybe Bluesky, a big maybe, can have a potential redemption story. But I hope it still burns, so yeah. And yes, it's also explained things about the waffles. For a short overview of current conversity of ancient waffles, eat Bluesky, teach course 5th 2025. It's like context, but it's quicker read. It first pitched the story as a shortened service. Original article explained the transition left behind Bluesky's recent CEO meltdown. When it wasn't picked up, I decided to write. The whole topic remained timely. Medium allows for a fuller explanation, but without any external detail. So please be kind with correction. I'm happy to make if needed. Get the fuck out. Rather than just summarizing the past few days, this piece traces as long as history of Bluesky, failure to protect his most marginalized users. It traces a recent meltdown is the context. I mean, as I said, as I see it, the people that he actually banned are freaks. Yeah, those people are fucking freaks. So I just don't know what the thing about this is. And by the way, I also think that the CEO himself is a freak. But as I said, maybe a potential redemption story. And by the way, you don't have to mention that you will correct freaking mistakes you made. This is a freaking red flag for me to a fucking high degree. If you make a mistake, you realize that you made a mistake, you correct it. Done. Point. I have largely admitted names because the piece isn't about individual developers or users, it's about a culture of systematic abuse and negligence. Responsibility for the culture ultimately rests with Bluesky CEO Jay Graber. I won't name any names, but I will name names. If you don't want to name names, don't do it, including the CEO himself. That's just bullshit. Continuing. When Bluesky, oh for F's sake. Yeah, sorry, Acolytes, I am like 5 minutes out of the freaking sarcophag and yeah. When Bluesky opened its beta in 2023, it was possible to familiar with everyone on app who posted semi-regularly. Bluesky generally seemed like a community of users interested in building. I instantly replaced building with bullying. A welcoming and safer online space, because building, all of this is bollocks. Freaks went in, freaks went out, and they didn't go building a community. They wanted to bully a community into existence. It didn't work as good as they thought. Met many of my first mutual thoughts in infamous Hell Thread. Folks would wish each other a good morning, share posts of themselves through the day, and sign off each night. The platform was so small that it was literally possible for a user to like every single post, therefore spreading small flash of joy to sense that despite everything, we weren't alone. Yes, this is normal if you have a small platform or even a small game. Let's just go for World of Warcraft when it was small and people actually had some consequences for their action until it got too big to actually control everyone. If you have a small community, you can do this easily. Like you just keep people actually like level-headed, but after a certain amount of growth, it's impossible. It's just impossible. I mean, many of mutual thoughts, it's a famous hell thread. Folks would wish each other good morning. Yeah. Yes, there was the usual infighting occasion of flameout, but the introduction of the nuclear block of ended such conflict quickly. It even wrote a widely shared article about Bluesky cultures and its growing list and feature. And by the way, this was basically what he is talking about. It was if somebody disagrees with you, you bully him until he doesn't disagree with you or gets banned. So this was always the case here. Bluesky just didn't change. Simple as that. Bluesky development team felt responsive and engaged in the unique culture developed by Unblood. It's not a unique culture. It's just a bully culture. It's just dressed differently. You don't have a unique culture there. The culture that you actually went down there is, in my opinion, a so-called witch hunter culture. So no matter what you do, if you disagree with someone, you try to freaking hunt him, burn him, and after that's done, next one, and the next one, and the next one. It's just a circle of freaking violence. Well, While on-user-based Bluesky team would admit to cultivate was writing with substance. A newsletter platform notice for hosting alt-right voices, hate speech, and label and wall co-founder would later defend monetizing neo-Nazi newsletter. Bluesky did in fact see to expand its user base beyond the white tech pro early adopters. And there we have it again. Yes, because Nazis went in and brought all the bad things to the site. No, the site was, you freaks are just in there, stay in there. I am quite sad that Bluesky actually dies, because you could just, if you read the post, you could just have so much entertaining things that are there that will say, well, what the fuck is this zoo? I hope it doesn't end, but it's probably gonna end. But hey, let's enjoy it as long as it's here. On Black Software Engineer of instance, revive more than 500 invite codes. A newsletter to bring hundreds of black users onto the platform. When a user began harassing any trans account they could, Bluesky CEO took a stand against anti-trans harassment. And when Elon Musk Roger declared the Latin prefix chia a slur on Twitter in June 23, the Bluesky team gave everyone an additional invite code to clear single that if the Twitter was no longer safe space for black people or trans people, Bluesky would be. And by the way, if you're a normal person, and it doesn't matter if you're black, trans, gay, lesbian, it's just irrelevant. If you behave like a normal human being, Twitter is safe for you. Maybe don't go after the people that actually want to harass you. How about that? Block them. It's just so simple. And I am so happy because everyone who's on Bluesky, or even admits to me that they were on Bluesky, they get instantly blocked. Except they did it for fun. But otherwise, if you actually enjoyed and thought that Bluesky is a good idea, you're done. For a brief while, it worked, and Bluesky felt refreshingly different, no more trans-friendly, more sex-work-friendly, and safe than most public social space online. This was a good thing. Everyone deserves space like that. No, you don't deserve space like that. You create space like that for yourself. You don't deserve it. No, nobody has to do this stuff for you. And, by the way, if you bully others out, don't actually be surprised if people start to bully you out. Okay, sorry about that pause. Many of Bluesky's earlier tools, external apps, user lists, library safety measures, well built by trans women and others trying to make the app a better place for everyone. And that's why it actually went to shit. See, if you have to point this out, we know that they are fucking freaks on the side that just go on to be freaking bullies to everyone else. And now you bully each other. Stay there for fuck's sake. Just bully each other until you, I don't know, do something. And then just get the fuck out of normal people. Normal people, as I think, acolytes, should see you freaks as entertainment, not more. You are criminal scum that deserves being actually being not being seen as a human being, but as pure entertainment. And it's not because I like it. It's not because I wish for anyone to actually be seen like this. I don't even think it's a good idea that I dehumanize you. But at the end of the day, if you have someone who dehumanizes you and would instantly just off you for no reason, just because you disagree with someone, you have to give them in kind +2. Never, ever for fuck's sake, show those fuckers any kind of compassion. We did it for too long and we suffered under it. And I mean us normal people. Well, I mean us liches, undead. So, some of those tools were later abandoned in the face of persistent transphobia on the app, and Bluesky refusal to moderate it or quality remove Bluesky or modernization team without notice or clear cause. The cause is clear. It was a freaking racist thing. And I don't even know what they are talking about, but if you just say that it was racist, somehow a bullying tool, you're actually on spot 99.99% of the time. So, on Unfiltered, trans developer made Bluesky Adventure Network and showed the transgender shipposter cluster was among the platform's largest and most active, though it seemed to capture only trans women with very few, if any, trans men or non-binary people responded. Yeah, by the way, men translate way more to women because, let's be honest here, if you actually can translate it to a woman, you have a, let's just say, stress-freer life. I'm not saying that women don't have a certain amount of, responsibilities, no stress. Women have different stress. And for us men, it seems that the stress that, by the way, I'm gonna explain this. You have a different kind of stress. And for most people, and as we see even for women, they prefer to have this stress than the stress that men have. For some reason. It doesn't seem, I wouldn't even say it's easier. What I would say it's a different kind of stress that you can basically dissolve better. Because at the end of the day, and yes, there are always extremes, but I'm gonna be honest, going to work every day is just fucking way more stressful than being at home and cleaning everything up. I actually had a bet with one of my girlfriends where I just went like, hey, cleaning, let's just change the roles. I have vacation at this and this time, you go work for 2 weeks. I'm gonna just stay at home and clean everything. What was the case was, at the end of the day, after 2 days I have nothing to do at home. And it is what it is. Well, sorry again for that one, acolytes. Today seems to be one of the days where the Lich is just needed for hard decisions. Well, it is what it is. Good, where were we? One unfiltered trans developer made Bluesky Agreement Network. It showed the transgender shippers cluster was among the platform's largest and most active, though it seemed to capture only trans women with very few, if any, trans men or non-binary. No, we already had that one, sorry. During this period, Bluesky developer leaned into the image on order cat ears. Nice. And by the way, cat ears. Cat girls are in the freaking 40k universe. I am baffled until this day about this. Skid a photo of Pride, shared a foot burn everything down. Burn them. Foot pics. Yuck. A popular fetish created by Bluesky, vibrant sex worker community. Of course. Yeah, makes sense. Still burn them. It was friendly with the dolls. I don't even want to know what this is. They probably look surprised all the time. To the point where it became increasingly uncomfortable. Yeah. Bluesky leadership directly currently signifying marginalized users and yeah, of course they are racist. What the fuck? This article is actually fucking long. What the shit is this? Or is this an edit one? Oops. Bluesky anti-black racism problem and the strikes. The left software engineer media above the broad hundreds of black users on the platform became target racist harassment of May 23. Oh, for heaven's sake. Pooh! Acolytes. I'm gonna... Damn, is this the entire article or are there... No, this is a freaking... irrelevant. Black software engineer, yeah, poor racist thingy bobs because of black people, no, yada. No, okay, fair enough. I think we got most of the thing that I wanted to do, because this article, I'm not reading this right now, sadly. I mean that it's long, it's good, but the thing is, as I said before, today is We Need Lich Day, so as it is, acolytes, good night.